Welcome, everybody. As I've told you every single Wednesday, I bring you the price report. And we talk to a personality, someone that has dedicated themselves to cryptocurrency, NFTs, blockchain, and done something pretty cool in the space. I meet so many people when I travel. I actually bumped into this person, I believe in Miami, at Decentral Miami, for a split second. Got to know her more online. Was able to be on around the blockchain with this person too a few times. But I am actually amazed. Goes to one of my deep older passions of Legos and more. This interview is going to blow your mind. I'm super excited. Everybody, Ragzy, and she's here to talk about kind of her NFTs and what's going on. Ragzy, thank you so much for coming on to my channel and being here. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. So excited for the price report and all the cool topics today. Really cool.
Well, I mean, the main topic is going to be you. You know, normally we go over topics,
Woo!
but you have so much other cool stuff going on, and you're trending, in my humble opinion, with the XRP PKs coming on in. Explain to people kind of who you are before cryptocurrency, before, because everyone has a story. You know, you were already an artist. How did you get into this? You know, even where you're from, where you're born. Tell us a little bit about your backstory, who you were before you even got into cryptocurrency. You know, what drives you as an artist?
Sure. So for people who don't know who I am, my name's Ragzy. I'm a full-time professional artist because I believe everyone's an artist, so saying I'm an artist, so people understand I'm a career artist, like I do this as a profession. I've been an artist over a decade. I started showing in gallery shows. I'm best known for my Lego and block themed pattern art. So I was just a natural fit for blockchain art and NFTs. So that's kind of how I trickled into the space. I first learned about NFTs in 2017 through the CryptoKitties project. And I just found it so interesting and had followed it ever since. I was very excited when I saw all this explosion in the blockchain space of kind of this block style art and pixel art, because in real life, that is what I'm known for, is these kind of pixel styled Lego works. So I immediately kind of jumped into the market, explored opportunities. But, in real life, I've done a lot of professional artwork for major companies like Google Cloud, ABB, FIS Global, Splunk, a lot of big tech companies, and as well as like my shows for private collectors. So trickling into the blockchain space has been something very special to me, because I've been able to showcase my work and my art to a new audience, and it's been very interesting. It's a very interesting space, the crypto space, but it's something that I love and I've found much success in so far.
Yeah, I like the diversity in the space where, like, I was an artist too. I was like into playing, I was more instrument. My mom could draw and stuff like that, but I always, consider myself someone that was just had to create. Even today, I do technical analysis, and to me it's a bit of an art, right? So
It is.
I love how there's this connection between finance in this world of math and Fibonacci, and then like blockchain and coding, and then art. You know what I mean? It's just such a, and what it does is it brings such an eclectic group of people together. Whenever I go to these blockchain events, oh my god, like it's the best. Like it has, because you have the smart mathematical people. You have the open-minded independent artists. It's just like it brings together such a strong group, and that's why I believe blockchain will really go pretty far, because it doesn't single out any one person. It covers so many groups of people, and it's technology moving more people forward. So you have a you
100%.
you have a big main project that you pushed, right? My older sister, she lived in Venice Beach. She used to go to the Mermaid parade. She was all about her mermaids. I see you have space mermaids going on here. Explain people what's going on with that. Talk about how it's connected to XRP. Just explain a little bit what chain you chose to put it on. And it's kind of your baby, right?
Okay, yeah, but before we get into that, wait, there's a mermaid parade.
Yeah, the Mermaid
Where is
parade
it?
every year in Venice Beach, California.
Oh my God,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
going. I'm
yeah.
writing it down right now. Definitely, with Space Mermaid is going to be representing on that,
I gotta
guaranteed.
hook you up with my sister, and she'll she lives in New York now, but I'm sure she would make a trip for a mermaid parade. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's done. And you too. Get
I'll
her
come.
together.
Yeah.
You're coming. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, so you know, like I said, I first ventured into NFTs 2017, but I wasn't taking it very seriously because back then, if you were in NFTs, not necessarily crypto, but NFTs in 2017, people were trading these things for pennies. You know, like 14 cents, this and that, the crypto. So it was kind of just like this kind of nerdy, you know, like thing, and it wasn't like this big thing yet. And so I kind of just kept an eye on it, didn't take it seriously, lost the Dapper wallet that I used, obviously. For everyone loses their first wallet for these NFTs, right? In 2020, I saw on the news, it was like maybe October 2020, CryptoPunk sells for 40,000. I'm like, oh, here we go. Like it's about to get real. And this was 2020. So it's about to get real. So I started coming up with like concepts, all this ideas for NFTs. Went through this whole process and launched my first series in 2021, which was called Bite Candy, and it was on Ethereum, and it was wildly successful. Partially because yeah, I love the art I created, but also because the market was hot, right? So I sold every single piece I wanted to sell. They were one
Oh
of one
man,
little,
that's
yeah,
awesome.
they were little. I don't know if you've seen them. They're little glitching block hearts with snarky phrases on them,
Okay.
and they did really well. There's only 148 in existence, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I started exploring other opportunities like through the space, and I found that Ripple um, launched this creator fund, and they were looking for artists to put NFTs on the XRP ledger because it was not
Mm,
live.
mm.
They had I had actually had a keynote, I don't know if you know this, with David Schwartz, and during that keynote he said that they had this technology, this ledger, but they put it in, like, I think his words were the attic, because he didn't think they would use it. And then with this explosion of NFTs, they kind of pulled it out of the attic and then wanted to build all this like protocol and stuff on top of it. So they launched this creator fund, and I had applied for Space Mermaids, and I won. I was one of the winners, so I was very excited but nervous at the same time, because anyone
Mm-hmm.
who follows the space knows that they got the hammer from the SEC, and were, you know, they were like, maybe XRP is a security and whatnot. But I still kind of like, you know, stuck with it because I really liked the team at Ripple. That was really the deal breaker. Was I love the team at Ripple. They've been so helpful to me, and also more importantly, the technology. I saw the value as an artist and not a tribalist in crypto. I saw the value in the technology that David Schwartz had built with, I believe, a couple others, and that was the ledger. It's fast, it's efficient, and it's cost efficient. And I saw the value in that as an artist, because back in 2021, when I was putting these ETH NFTs on and buying them, people were like, oh my God, the gas fee is $50. The gas fee is $100. It's $500, you know, because it would get so congested.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So that's why I decided to go ahead and pursue this XRP opportunity. It definitely was not easy, and now it ended up being working out for me so well, because it took me a year to build, and I had launched very late June, early July, with no clue like there was going to be a ruling or anything. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the
Yeah.
bear market. This is going to be so hard. So I was like 24/7 marketing it. And the funny thing is, before the news broke, it was going better than I expected, because we were getting momentum. We were getting hundreds of players. We had hundreds of players before the news broke. And for the XRP ledger, that's like huge.
Mm-hmm.
That's like huge. And so I'm like, oh my God, we have momentum. And then by, I believe it was Thursday, the news broke. And I was just so happy in disbelief. And I was like, oh my gosh, because it's right in the middle of my project. I'm like, what's going to happen? By Monday morning, we had gone from a couple hundred players to over 1,000 players. It like went up, it went up like 150%, and it's still going now. So it's a game. Space Mermaids, for people who don't know, Space Mermaids is a game. I decided to make history by doing the first ever play to mint gaming tournament, meaning I did a reverse mint. So instead of buying these NFTs and playing a game, I put the game first. And you have to play to win this NFT, and it's 100% free. It's a tournament. So whoever places in the top 500 wins one of my Genesis NFTs. So the tournament was already getting hot, and now it's just like crazy. People are like discovering it every day. And I'm really like grateful, and I feel like very fortunate, but I'm glad that I stuck with it because it seems to be going extremely well. People love the game. So yeah, that's kind of like the background, how I wound up with Ripple and what's kind of going on with me right now. And the tournament ends soon, so there's still a little bit of time to try and like compete to get a high score to win one. So it ends next week. So we'll see what happens. See who gets it.
I,
So
yeah, no, this is amazing. I knew when I first found you online and kind of got to feel about what you represented, that you were gonna have some great answers. But like, I'm blown away right now. Like, this has been just absolutely amazing. You know, another underlining crux of my entire channel is that never give up, and to also create your own reality. Focus on what you can at the moment. A lot of people would have went to do what you did and then said, yeah, but they're in a lawsuit. They would have used all those things as excuses, right? As not to go to do what you did. You did it anyway. You forged ahead. And again, you had to build it. And then by the time you had things ready, look how everything kind of came to fruition. So it really, same as my story too, like push forward, build what you can at the moment, and, put everything you have into it and see where it goes. So like, it's just, to me, that's inspiring, like we're also talking about blockchain, but that's just really inspiring. So where can people play the game? So I want to put the links in the description and stuff and have my team put all that, but where can they play the game? What kind of wallet do they have to have? Explain kind of how all this kind of breaks down.
yeah, sure. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's spacemermaids.xyz.
Okay.
All the links and info is on our official Twitter, which is at
Okay.
Space Mermaids. And it's also linked in my Twitter bio, but it's spacemermaids.xyz. I made super easy for people. On the homepage, it says play now. You hit that, and then it says connect wallet. Now, I wanted to protect my community to the best of my ability from scams. So that's why the game is free. So because I heard a lot of this, oh, it's a free game, and people were connecting wallets and all this sketchy stuff was happening. So you can play with an empty wallet. So I've been encouraging everybody to use an empty wallet just in case somebody on Twitter, tries to put a
Hmm.
fake link somewhere and
But
people accidentally clicked it,
so sorry,
you know.
can you use a MetaMask though, or is there a different type of wallet you have to create for the XRP ledger?
Oh, it's a Zum wallet, XUMM.
Excellent.
It's
Okay.
yeah, it's specifically for the ledger. And so on the site, after you hit play now and connect wallet, a thing pops up for Zum. And if it's very easy, you scan it with your phone and you're in the game. Now, if you don't have a Zum, right under that, it says don't have a Zum, click here, and we put the safe link to download it very quickly. So we made it very easy for people to navigate through the site. And so far, people haven't asked many questions. Like, it's pretty straightforward. If you don't have a Zum, you get this, and then you can go ahead and play. You don't need crypto in the wallet to play the game.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah.
And now you have to be in the top 500 though. And how many games are going on? Is there a time limit? Do I have to do this in 2 months, 1 month? Do I get a few chances and then my wallet gets, they know how many times I've tried it? How do I get to win one of these things? Is it over
Yeah,
yet?
so it's one big giant tournament. So it's a month-long tournament. Impressed because I've played the game, and the game is easy, but to compete with other people is hard because people are taking this Space Mermaid stuff very seriously. Okay, this has been like they're very competitive. So when I saw the scores they were getting, I was like, okay, like they're trying. So we need to give them if they're in the top 10, to me, you deserve 5 because
Yeah, you went
I've been
hard.
in the top 10. I kept getting kicked out, but they are like trying. So I wanted to give them a good prize. If you're in the top 50, I think you get 3. Top 100 gets 2. So you get more if you rank higher. But it's super easy and fun to play. I can show you if you want me to show you. I don't know if I can share my screen. Oh, okay, yeah. So this is the game. So my best score, I'm like, I'm competitive as a 235. But yeah, so this is the game Space Mermaid. So like on the landing page, you literally just hit this button here, play now. Can you see it now?
Yep.
You can?
Yeah, yeah, she's moving around.
Yeah, so this is the game Space Mermaid. So she's a cute little mermaid. And she goes around and flies through the sky and collects these stars. Now, if you get hit by an asteroid, you lose a point, but you can collect a heart just like that and recharge yourself. Look, I'll hit another one. So now you can just get a heart. You don't want to hit these green ones because if you hit the green one, oh, she loses like 3 lives. But so basically, this is a game. It's super cute, super fun. She's dodging the asteroids
Oh,
and
nice
trying to
move
collect.
there. Wow, that was a
Yeah,
nice one. Oh,
yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, yeah, so she goes left, right, up, down. She's a
Oh,
really good swimmer.
trying to get those
She's
stars. Oh, that was close. Oh, you have to go right through that little. Oh, oh, how you double backed out. Amazing. Wow, you're pretty good. I don't think I'd be able to do that.
I
Oh, what are you going to do with
I
all that now? Oh, wow.
I've been practicing, so but yeah,
Wow.
you have to beat an 88 right now, I think is and if you beat an
Dude,
88, you
this is
can
no
win.
joke. Like, you got to, like, put in that work. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
well,
Oh,
the
that was a
game
nice
starts
move. Wow, and you're
yeah.
live streaming? Like, that's amazing. This
Yeah,
is
the game
awesome.
starts off easy and then gets harder. Now, I'm obviously been playing the game a long time, so you can't compare yourself to me
Still
because
though,
it's
you're a
my
G.
game, right?
You're an OG though. That's amazing. Oh, you grab the colorful stars too. Get those extra points. Excellent. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
amazing.
So that's the game. See, I'm already at 145, so this would qualify me for the NFTs.
Hmm.
It's super fun, super cute. She's fun. You just have to collect the stars, and it's actually very easy to play, but it's hard to get a high score. So it's now that's why I just showed you. Now that you saw the game, that's why the top 10 are getting
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
five
You gotta
NFTs
give them. Yeah, yeah. You gotta hook them up. You
because
know.
some of these dudes have over 200 points, over 300 points, so I'm like, okay, like that's hard. They
Mhm.
deserve it. So yeah, but super fun, cute game, really easy to play. And yeah, I can't wait to see who wins the NFTs. They're super, super cute. Super cute. We
Well,
haven't revealed a lot of them yet. So
I'm
just a
super
sneak peek.
proud of everything you created. I mean, there was coding, there's the idea, there's the NFT space and the artistry. Um, it's so amazing. That's why like this. Just it gives everyone an ability to do something different, and this is really interesting. That's why I think, and the fact that you've implemented it on the XRP ledger to me is amazing. Uh, so it just shows that other people don't realize XRP is in the space. You know what I mean? Like it's in the NFT game, and people don't realize that they look at one project and they look at all like the SEC and like they kind of couple it to like it's only this. You know what I mean? But
Hmm.
XRP, because it's so fast, and I've been holding XRP for a long time, and because it's so fast and it has great tech, like I think it could do. You might see it surpass like a Solana chain. You never know. It might surpass other NFT chains that are already known once it really starts cooking. So I think you
I
made a really
agree.
good. I think you made a really good decision, and usually too, when you look at history, the people that like make the biggest waves too usually get into something when no one else is paying attention, or when people don't think it's as big, or when they can't, or when they're scared. Like the SEC case made a lot of people just, I don't know about Ripple right now. I was like, I'll buy more of it as soon as possible. Like, where is it? Like the longer it was in the case, the more I felt like it was time to accumulate. And today it's at 80 cents. I mean, to me, that's a rock star price for XRP right now. So that's exciting to me. Oh, one thing I want to know is you met Brad Garlinghouse. I saw in your Twitter feed. What was he like? What did you ask him? How long did you get to sit with him? What did you guys talk about? What was going on there?
I've actually been very fortunate. I've met him several times. Literally by coincidence, I had no idea I went to a few parties and he was there. I think three. He was at three different events that I happened to be at. Super nice, really nice guy. In my opinion, very professional. He congratulated me on winning, you know, the creator fund. Very nice. I shared with him like the Space Mermaid stuff, and you know, at the different engagements, talked to him about kind of just regular stuff, actually, not even like necessarily like Ripple related stuff, but he's been a supporter. And Ripple has been a big supporter of me as an artist, so I'm really grateful to have their support, and that's why I was excited to do this. So.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I feel like people got to know a lot about your game, got to know about who you are, kind of what makes you tick. Where are you from, may I ask? Like, where are you born? Like, where do you, you know, where I get this. I want to say where I think you're from, but I don't know. I wanted to see if I was right. You know.
Oh,
But
like my ethnicity?
no. Like, where did you grow up in a student? Like, did you grow up in L.A.? Did you grow up in New York? Did you grow up in
Oh,
Florida?
I'm from the New York area.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like because I grew up in New York 20 years, and I'm like, I get this New York vibe from her, but I
Oh,
can't.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like almost
Yeah, New
Queens,
York area.
But cool, yeah. Yeah, but tell people exactly. I mean, you said it before, but I just want you to have the last couple minutes of the interview. Tell people where they can find you, and yeah. Any last thing you want to tell them about this, about what you're doing with the project, like
Thanks. Yeah.
the last day they can play the game or something like that, just if they want to get involved.
The last day to play the game is Tuesday, July 25th, and that's to win an NFT. And so, if people want to try and win, there's still time to play. We're in the final showdown here. I would be very happy to have you. The mermaids are so freaking cute, so you're gonna love the NFTs. My NFTs, by the way, have over 4,000 pixels on them. CryptoPunks have only 500, so it's four
Mm.
times the amount of. They're very detailed. They're so cute and quirky, and I just love them. So you can play through July 25th. It's completely free. Website is spacemermaids.xyz. I love this game. I wanted to do something very retro. I see all this AI, VR stuff, and it's like surreal, which is great, phenomenal, but that's just not a Ragzy. That's just not my style. You know, I started in the galleries with pixel kind of styled art. That's like my thing is retro. So I wanted to create this kind of like retro, you know, game. It does work, believe it or not. It does work with the OG Nest controller. Yo, what's up?
Really?
It's a fun
Okay,
experience.
that's kind of
Yeah.
cool.
So I wanted like this retro, old school, kind of nostalgic feel to the game. I do believe my game is like the Super Mario blockchain. I have not seen another game like this that's retro like this gain this much momentum in such a short amount of time. That's kind of fun and kind of has that nostalgic value. So I'm feeling good about the game. People absolutely love it. You can look on Twitter. All the feedback has been positive. I don't think we've gotten a single negative review. People seem to be really loving it. I feel very fortunate. I hope you join the tournament and try and win. And like I said, this could be a once in a lifetime thing for me because I don't know if I'm going to ever be able to afford to do a free game and free NFT drop ever again. I don't know. I just kind of lucked out that Ripple was willing to fund my game and lucked out that they just won, right? Or that XRP isn't a security. And this could be like a once time kind of thing for me. So I've been encouraging all my followers and my friends to kind of like join in this fun kind of historic moment. So I'm really excited. Are you gonna play?
Yo, I'm definitely. I mean, I'm gonna have to throw in at least a few hours. It looks like I'm gonna get competitive. I get sucked into this stuff, and I'll be playing all the time. You know, there's a game.
Awesome.
If you don't get if you can't get online, like if you wake up in the morning and you can't, you know your internet's out for some reason, and you open up Google, if you just start pressing the space bar, it turns into a video game. I don't think a lot of people realize, and you can basically make this little dinosaur jump and duck, and he basically has to jump over cactuses and then like not jump when there's a bird or jump over a bird, and you can actually get a score. I don't know how it's embedded into like I think it's embedded into the Chrome, but I think it even does it on Brave browser. It's weird. It's like it's something to do with like Google. So there's always like people love, and I get sucked into that sometimes. Like no internet, I'm sitting there hitting the space bar. But so
Yeah.
I could definitely see myself playing. I don't know if I'm ever gonna get as good as you. You were like flying right there. Like I was like kind of intimidated, but
Oh, I'm competitive and I have really good motor skills because I'm an artist. So for this game, you don't need a controller. You use the arrow keys on
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
keyboard.
You were just
So,
zooming around. Yeah.
so if you're a piano player, I have high hopes for you.
All right, I play a little bit. I got a little finger.
Oh,
I got
you
some
do?
fast fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. If you play guitar, piano, I have very high hopes for you on that high scoreboard because it's all pressing the keys and stuff like that. It took me a while though to get that good. When I first played, I got like a 20, and I'm just competitive, so I kept playing, so I get a better score. But they keep kicking me off the leaderboard
Hey,
of my own game.
that's kind of cool. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I had a
So
blast with you. Thank you so much for sharing your energy, your vibration, and your creations. I hope my community loves it. I know they will, and hopefully have you on the show soon too. We're gonna be doing different things and some spaces and stuff. So I'll reach out to you. I'll keep you in the loop, and thank you for being a crypto lifer and putting your life into cryptocurrency or crypto assets. We say, Ragzy, thank you so much. God bless, and have a great night, great day.
thank
And
you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun.